Right. As always, they always say, don't work with children or animals. Anyway, where were we?
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Pardo?
Who?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charlie Chaplin. Oh, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right.
I'm gonna punch his face, put it on the face.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
Kick him in the balls, quick.
Cracks me up every time.
Disgusting.
Really? Oop. Now, I don't know yet what the point of these teeth are. Cock that up. Yep, cocked it up. There's a certain way you have to do to get these teeth to behave. There we go, got them. Alright, nothing else?
Looks like they all escaped.
We'll be back for you, the clown. Oh, there we go. Tentacle rescues returns emeralds, sorry. Now congratulates purple hero. Oop. Oh. Right, we'll take the fake bath. Go outside.
Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted? Well, I'd best be on about saving the world.
There's nothing worthwhile saying to it.
Hi.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
I don't see your keys in the car.
Actually, I lost them somewhere.
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk?
I have a spare set of keys in there.
Ah. Well, actually, maybe we've got some keys.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme. Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Thank you, masked man.
Drat.
And that's that
What
puzzle
sort of person
solved.
would carry around this many keys?
Right, now. Hang on, we need crowbar. Right. That'll do for now. We'll go around again later because we're obviously going to solve the puzzles.
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each
Now,
other.
they obviously had to do
through
this to
time.
tell Laverne that she can't do this. There's an
Hello?
opportunity for her to do that.
Dr. Fred, can you hear me?
Those are some strong knickers, I'll give her that.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay. Come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. This is that we talked about a little bit when Dave and I played through. But originally, you could play all 3 characters right away. Remember that?
Is that true?
Yeah, you could play all the characters from the very beginning, and we had our first pizza orgy where we tested the game out, and people were like, "Oh, there's so many options," and they were overwhelmed. So now we unlocked it, so you have to play as Bernard for a little while, and then you do something that makes it so you can play Hoagie, and then Vern's the last.
And what about the other 3 kids?
They got cut.
There were 3 other kids?
They were 3 other kids. Do you remember who they were?
No, I don't remember anything about
A
3
piece
other
of paper.
kids.
I have a piece of paper that has a picture of them.
Moonglow.
Moonglow, Chester, and Razor.
And
Yeah.
Chester
Chester and
became
Moonglow ring a bell.
Chester became Ned and Ted,
Wait, not Ned and Ted. Jed and
or whoever they were.
Jed and
Ned and Jed.
Ned and
Ned and
Jed.
Jed, okay.
Ned and Jed. And Moonglow just went away. And Razor went away as
I
well.
mean, I stole the character design from Chester and said, oh, I like that. I'll use that for these guys, and put them in a powdered wig.
Why do the work again?
Exactly.
And my apologies if you heard beeps back then. That was my stream has now died completely. So I'll have to try and fix that in a bit.
How did we?
I'm trying to remember how we did.
How we referred to it to score it, because we would have had to play the game.
I think what we did. Yeah, I'm trying to remember too.
Hold
I think
up a
what we
video
actually,
camera in front of the screen.
I think what we did was we got a save game made,
Oh.
and we would play it to the next, like, place where you could pause. Like we would, the next spacebar point or something like that, and then we would score it, and then we would make it so that the music, because the thing was that you couldn't rely on the sync, right? So we had to actually make the music interactive in a sense with the scene, so that it could, depending on how fast of a machine you had and how quickly therefore the scene would play, would the music actually hit the right hit points and then proceed correctly to the next hit point.
So we would have an accordion-like.
We basically had an accordion-like
at the end
structure.
of each little section, it would sort of pause, and then resume at the hit point, or jump to the hit point if the hit point was reached first.
Yeah, and we
which
I'm trying to think if we
would be only the fastest machines.
Right.
Yeah, my stream's died. Damn it.
It's closed.
So now, CD games were just starting to be released on CD-ROM, and
The first,
for us it was
the talkie, first talkie.
first talkie, right?
Was this before Rebel Assault?
It was it before or around the
Because
same,
we
same
shipped
year? I
two
think.
versions of this game. We shipped a floppy version and a CD-ROM version.
Followed up
And
with
the
with our
CD-ROM was the
first
talkie, right?
our first talk.
The floppy version only had voice in the intro, and then it was all text.
And that was not the original plan to do voice at all.
No.
We were not going to do it, and while we were making the game,
Human voice was invented.
well, human voice was invented, and more and more people started to have CD-ROM drives in their home computer to the point where Kelly Flock just came in one day and said, what do you say we delay the game a little bit and we make a full voice talkie?
Yeah, thank you. Let's all thank you to Myst.
Was this pre-Myst?
No, I think, well, I mean, Myst was what sold all those CD-ROMs and Rebel Assault.
Yeah, I remember Rebel Assault. That was, yeah, definitely one of those games that you sort of took it.
Hey, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
It was definitely one of those games that you sort of thought, wow, that was new technology.
Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
What are you
What
inventing?
are you inventing?
It's a piece of paper that will stick to things by itself. Rather ingenious, if I must say so myself.
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
Ooh, feel the burn.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
There you go, guys. 3 things: oil, vinegar, and gold. Right.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
And you do this because you need the soap that's on her cart. And you can't do that unless you mess up the bed. Of course, we have the obligatory Max.
The late Max Addix. His petard runneth over. A lamentable fate for such a
patriotic dude. Ooh. Now this should be...
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, so when you guys write those multi-branching scripts, I guess you call
Dialogue
them,
trees?
Is that what you call them? Dialogue trees?
Yeah.
Was it? Did you have to think in a certain mode, or how would you do that? And how would you notate it in Excel or something? Like, how would you map out the branches?
No, it was you would write it in code. We were programming the game at the same time.
You would scum program the dialogue as you wrote.
Oh my God!
You would literally say, here are the choices. If you pick this one, jump down there. If you pick this one, jump down there.
I don't know how Dave wrote it, but I just kind of improv it. Like, you'd write, I wouldn't think or plan too much about it, but okay, you just talk to him, and then what would be 4 funny lines on the screen, and then kind of explore one, explore the other, and maybe have other nodes that you can go to, and then I would start planning. Okay, now I've got myself into a mess. How do I get out of here?
Yeah,
and
it's
the
kind of
planning would begin.
all about sets of lines. It was great because one of the things that you run up against as a writer usually in other media is I get to this point and I have to make a decision about how things go. But here we can just leave that up to the player, and all you have to do is get to a point and go, well, what are all the interesting things I might want to do here or say here? And then you just put them all in.
So it's
Easy as pie.
pre-editing.
And I remember you would always design a dead end, like where the train comes to the end of the line. Basically, it's like you say something and then he just keeps giving you the same answer, like, I wouldn't know about that. And then you try something else, oh, I wouldn't know about that. It's like, okay, I guess I've exhausted this. It's sort of like almost like a stopgap or a safety net in a way, maybe. I don't know.
They always try to let the player know when they've exhausted the character. They're like, look, okay, you found it. You found all of the entertainment we put in this character. It's done.
Because people will explore as deep as you give them. It becomes a responsibility. Oh, I've got to see if there's something down there that I'm missing. So I have to. So you don't want to do.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to attention you have to wrestle with is like. You want to put a lot of, well, the player might go here, they might go here, they might choose this, might go choose, let's put interesting stuff in all those places. But then if you approach it in the wrong way, sometimes the player gets there and they're like, oh God, I've got to go through all of this stuff. And they feel like they need to find every nook and cranny of the dialogue. And you just put it in there so they'd have a variety of things to choose from, but they feel like it's a task list and they have to like find it all. And so you...
Or something's buried there that they missed.
Yeah.
Who's that? This is Ben's room, huh? He's into...
He's big into penguins. What is that date that's circled?
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
Is that your birthday? Your son's birthday?
That says January, right?
Probably says Zach really small.
That's my wife's birthday.
Ah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sneaky.
First or second? Because the car says Zach on the license plate.
Yeah, because Zach was born that year. So I snuck his name in and turned into a ritual. I now try to hide my kids' names in every project I work on.
They're in the bone pile in Grim Fandango, but I never could find it.
Yeah.
I just knew you told me they're in there.
And it's also in Full Throttle too.
Interesting.
But you can't see it. So it's for me, basically.
There you go, folks. An exclusive. The horse.
Well, you know, I remember we would deliver a piece of music and of course, it's comprised mostly of MIDI note events, which is just a tiny little piece of data within the MIDI stream. Note on, and it happens at this velocity on this channel, to this instrument and whatever. And I would deliver a piece of music, and the programmer would turn to me and say, Clint, this is over 32K.
Yeah, it's huge.
32 kilobytes. 32 kilobytes. You got to cut this thing down.
Who do you think you are, Mozart?
Yeah. They said we can't take anything bigger for this scene than 24 kilobytes. So I'd go back and thin the percussion. I'd sometimes have to cut a whole section of the music out to get it down
well,
to 20.
sometimes there was pushback though too, because we'd say, all right, look, 10%, we get 10%. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember the pushback.
I don't remember these technical discussions about the size of the music files.
Oh yeah.
Literally, and I remember specifically 32K was often too big.
That's why the iMuse system got called the iMuse system, because it was originally called the sound drivers, and then everybody got all upset because drivers can't occupy a whole floppy disk or whatever it was that the system occupied.
Hi, Horsey.
Hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
Before we start trying to figure out where you go to the bathroom.
question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm on the model. Should I take my clothes off now? I'm the delivery man. Okay, well, I unload in here. I'm no marble delivery man, but Rockimo's my life.
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not.
Dang it.
We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
What kind of people?
Oh, you do have to spell it out.
Big, dumb people.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The future, the valley. Can't really remember. I live off campus.
The future. Kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
Right, well, we'll leave for now. There is stuff to do here.
By the way, that Ben Franklin piece of music combines the Day of the Tentacle theme with Yankee Doodle.
Right. Can you sing a little bit of that for us? Because I missed that.
So one goes dee da 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 da, and the other one goes da 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 da, and they go together.
Wait, so how do you put them together?
You just play them at the same time. Like,
oh, really?
Oboe plays one and flute plays the other at the same time.
I want to get Clint and Peter to sing that together in harmony.
All right, ready?
Ready?
I'll do the tentacle.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where am I going to put it?
Well, something like that.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Where am I going to put it?
No.
Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it?
There you go. I love that.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
I feel very sad for this cat. Because it's his face when you take his toy. That's so mean. Aww. Geronimo! Nice. Now, if you didn't already know, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, sorry, not the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution was of course signed in a rather rundown tavern. There's George Washington. We'll go talk to the man himself.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. Whoa. Indeed. Weren't you president or something? Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
Depends on how many cherry trees you've chopped down.
Depends on how many cherry trees you've chopped down. Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess. I think I'll go look at some trees right now.
Yeah, that'll come in handy later. So there's the gold-plated pen. We need that, obviously.
Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing the Constitution for the United States. Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Code and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
Prudence? I like those S's that look like F's. We are the people.
I like the we the people part.
That's not in the Declaration of... Say, that's not bad. Maybe we can use it.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
Yes, Hoagie gives inspiration to Thomas Jefferson.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
You could guarantee the right to free speech.
Free speech? No, that'll never work.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
You mean you have, like, a childhood complex?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
Actually, it refers back to the colorblind stuff that they were talking about earlier. I actually worked with someone who was colorblind. He's a web designer. Some of his designs were a little out there. Well, it's colour schemes, let's put it that way. Right, bucket.
The water's all sudsy now.
Cool. That's what we need. Right. So let's get ooh, leaves. Get Benjamin Franklin inside for now.
Dum-de-dum. Looks like a big storm.
Which always happens when you wash your car.
I never wash my car. Hey, Ben.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
So, Dave, are you going to take credit for the wash your car to make it rain puzzle?
I always feel like I need to both apologize for and defend this puzzle in this game because, I mean, there is a lesson here about how to design puzzles because you always want to make sure that the audience has all of the information that they need in order to make the leap that's going to get them the puzzle solution. And in this case, like I grew up with a father who told me that it was just common knowledge that when you washed your car, it made it rain. So I just assumed that everybody around the globe would understand that and that we didn't really have to say much
We all found that to be acceptable.
about it.
I think we are like, yep,
a lot of people
that'd be a good puzzle.
have had, a lot of people have come back and complained about that over the years.
Well,
was
but
problematic.
when you do try to wash the Cadillac,
Right, there's a great hint. There's
there.
other
Okay.
car in
What
there.
does he say?
It says "wash me" right on there, and when you try to wash it, he says something like, "I don't want to do that because every time I wash my car, it makes it rain."
that I think my judgment is that is absolutely fair.
The hint is in there.
It's
and
right
if
there.
if
It's
you
a
were
big
doing
old
the
sign.
exploration-
I didn't know that. I never tried that. Oh, well, I haven't tried it recently.
How did we...
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, okay. It's still the same. Now, we need to send a few things. We need to send this to Bernard.
There's something in the chronojon.
Yeah, that's it for now. Do 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 do. Right. Let's go and unlock Laverne, shall we?
Excuse me. Yes? I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees. Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
Right, I bet you lost it.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
Take that, tree.
I said come down from there at once.
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Nothing.
Voila! You're quite a man. Yes, I know.
And there we go.
Ding, 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 ding.
As he said.
This is
Right, Laverne.